the beauty of this show is that it's kind of this, it's really, it's complex, but yet it's simple. The simplistic nature is about how angelics interact on this planet the way that they do, with the mystery and all of that. But these characters that I've created, it's this montage upon montage upon montage of everything that I experienced up in heaven. And how can you go wrong with that? How can you legitimately sit down and watch a video or 2 clips of 20 minutes and think to yourself, this just isn't worth it, when I am affording people an opportunity to understand exactly how certain things in the kingdom work, and in heaven and in paradise. People focus so much on the temporal world right now that I feel like this planet needs, this globe needs the graffiti angels. And I want it to be bigger than Baywatch, you know, was the show that everybody watched for years and years and years, and it can happen. It's completely possible. But what it takes to be able to pull this off the way that I want to is sheer genius. Sheer genius. And I know that, you know, you have created some of the best programs that I have ever watched in my entire life. I didn't even know that you were immersed in and part of the creators of the show Roseanne, but you know, when I was sitting back and I'm thinking, do I want to try to contact Ron Howard? Do I want to try to contact Steven Spielberg? Who is it that I want to contact about this Graffiti Angels thing? And over and over and over, God kept spitting out your name. So, hang on just a sec here. Sorry, my computer decided to do its own deal. So what I want to do real quick is run through some of these characters that I'm establishing. They're all really vivid in my head, but there's a couple of them. So I'll start off. Riddles is a funny, poetic guy. Every single thing that he says is a rhyme. Everything he's like, you know, kind of, he's not cheesy, but he's like, kind of like this Eminem, you know. His little voice box can just go on and on and on when he opens his mouth. And he has a propensity to kind of, you know, kind of sit back and watch everything happen and be like, dun, 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 dun. And I think that people would fall in love with him. Piper is the main character, the main female character throughout the Graffiti Angels, and she's a gutsy bitch. She really is. She puts people in their place. She's the small, not even but maybe 5'3", just built like a brick shithouse, but she's pretty, you know, and she is the tomboy of all tomboys, and she likes to boss people around. And the interesting thing is that a lot of the times these Graffiti Angels listen to her. She's a bit of a leader. She's a standout, and she has some of the best lines too. Airwave is an angel that is really kind of spacey. A lot of times you'll find that Airwave, he doesn't really pay attention to what's going on because he's so fixated on all of the P and S waves and everything going on above him. He has the capacity to intervene with what's going on with airwaves. So he can screw up a radio program. He can knock out a satellite. He has, you know, they all have these special powers. He's pretty interesting. Prophet is spelled P-R-O-F-I-T as in money, but this will come to pass. He is the prophetic angel. He's the one that, you know, sits down and talks to God, and he says, you know, they're not going to go for this, they're never going to go for this, and he's the one that has to go out there and prophesize about the things that are going to happen. And then when they do, he acts all Jeremiah. You know, Jeremiah was a prophet in the Bible who wasn't a very happy man. He never got married, he never had kids, he wasn't, you know, the whole Babylon invasion thing circles around Jeremiah and the fact that nobody would listen to him. So he kind of has a bum attitude, you know. Magma, M-A-G-M-A-H, she is an anger and warning angel. She's the one that, you know, somebody's picking a lock or they're doing something all mischievous or whatever, and she'll be like, uh-oh, we gotta go. And she's very energetic, and she is very passionate, but she can just, I mean, she can just roll like thunder with her mouth. Her gift is the gift of fear. Enigma, Enigmah, is the mysterious angel. She's kind of the Stevie Nicks kind of character, you know, just kind of, people are really mesmerized with her, and it's not even necessarily her beauty that makes her so strong. It's her poise and her elegance and her grace. She kind of has this Southern Belle thing going on where she can pay you the most beautiful, loving compliment, and then, you know, you realize when she puts the exclamation point on it that really she's insulting you. But people are captivated by her. She can get people to do anything. She can get police officers to let her in to see, you know, to visit you know, they use Enigma to basically bend the law, or to be able to get away with what it is that they're wanting to do. They'll put her at the forefront. She's a funny gal. Mr. Good Times, he's the angel that laughs at everything. He's the one that pulls out puns. He's the one that, you know, recognizes when somebody says something funny. He's inappropriately bright. He's a really tall, kind of just, you know, hipster kind of, I don't know what you want to call him, like the Fred of the Mystery Inc. group. He's handsome and everything, but he really, really laughs, and laughs aloud when something funny is said. Oftentimes the graffiti angels, when they're in a sticky situation, will quiver his mouth to keep him from laughing, because his laughing sometimes gets them into trouble. Greenlee, Greenlee, is a sexy political diva who can see through bullshit like no other. Her green cat eyes can seduce the most loyal of men, and she knows how to get anything she wants. She loves money. She loves things that sparkle, which is her ultimate downfall. She tends to sway on the selfish and materialism of the world. She's easy to trap, but quick to always find or fight her way out of trouble. She's green. This girl is just envy. Everything. She just wants diamonds and pearls and all of those, you know. So the angels are constantly having to remind her that she is an angelic entity, and she's not supposed to be focusing on the temporal things, you know. It goes on and on. I've got a sweetheart character, Trixie, America, Courtesy, spelled Kurtisy, Parapel. She's the purple one, the royal angel, and, you know, I have tons of other characters too. There's a lot that I want to do with this, and I don't quite know how it is that one gets into contact with people in Hollywood other than having an agent. And that's what I'm working on right now for my Thinking While Smoking movie. My dreams and ambitions and goals run so far as to I have the layout of a theme park that I want built in the Pacific Northwest. A lot of my dreams and my ambitions, some would say, are far-fetched. Excuse me, I'm getting over a cold. I think some people listen to what it is that I want to do, and they can't conceptualize it because they don't have any creativity or imagination. And it really kind of douses my whole thing about this is possible. There is a way to reach the globe. There is a way in 1 hour, 1 minute, 1 second that you can change the future and the direction of every single human being on this planet. There's so much more out there than we could even begin to imagine, and I've seen parts of those places that scientists try to find. So thank you for your attention to this matter. I would love to hear from you, and I'll provide my contact information. Thanks, and remember, wherever you go, there you are.